Gemini, you are up for the January money energy reading. Before I go any further, KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Okay. So, obviously, this is the money reading. The general readings and the love readings are already up for all of the signs. Also, I have been doing collective readings more too. Whatever reading you watch or listen to, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit. I'm just a person sitting here reading energy and tarot cards. You know your story better than I ever could. Now that I said all that, let's get into the reading. May I have the energy for Gemini for January? May I have the energy for Gemini for January? May I have the energy for Gemini for January? What is it that Gemini needs to hear? What is it that Gemini needs to hear? What is it that Gemini needs to hear? Thank you. That's interesting. Okay. Thank you. This came out for Aries. Okay. May I have some more cards, please? And this came out for Aries. Some of you might have Aries in your chart. I'm just throwing that out right now. So you may want to check that out. Also, you may want to check out the Aries reading too, because it might, am I taking this? Yeah, I'm going to take this. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Bottom of the deck. This came out for Taurus. Child expense at the bottom of the deck. So keep that in mind too. All right, let's get into this. One of these cards doesn't match the other. These could be different timelines or they could be the same timeline. So also, there may be something about an old job wanting you back. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. First card that came out is fast food. So there may be something related to fast food. Maybe you eat too much fast food by spending money. Instead of eating in, you could save money. Or you could work in fast food. You could want to work in fast food. You could receive a job offer from fast food. But something involving fast food. Now, second card that came out is divine timing. This came out for Aries as well. Something is happening in divine timing. Third card to come out is promotion or raise. So this is usually job related, promotion or raise. Now, this card didn't fall out, but I looked at it and I debated whether I wanted to take it or not. Something told me to just go ahead and take it. Unemployed. Now, I know you're like, but you just said promotion or raise. A promotion or a raise doesn't necessarily have to be within the same company or within the same department. I feel for some of you, there may be a situation where you are laid off, but you are asked to come back. Or you may have been laid off and you are asked to come back. And I feel for some of you, and this is so random and this is specific, I feel like this may only resonate with one person. I feel for some of you, it was a location situation where, let's say a company has like locations. I'm trying to think, what's a good one that everyone knows? Bed Bath & Beyond. Because they're planning on closing some of those to my understanding. So let's say that you worked at Bed Bath & Beyond in North Dallas or whatever, or South Dallas or whatever. But they're like, you know what? This location isn't receiving that much traffic anymore. We're just going to go ahead and close it down. So they close it and they tell everybody's like, okay, we're going to give you your severance, whatever, whatever. Then a month goes by, 2 months goes by, 3 months goes by. And then you get a call. And they're like, hey, we want you to come back. And we actually want you to be a manager this time. But obviously it won't be at the same location. It's 25 miles away from where you live. Are you willing to make that drive to come to work? Which might be why they're offering you a promotion or a raise, because they know. Because I don't know why, I feel like this is location specific. And for this particular situation, they know that you will have to drive further to get to the location. So they're like, okay, well, we're going to pay you more and we'll make you a manager. Or either we'll pay you more, but you won't be a manager, or either we'll make you a manager and pay you more. But there's something about paying you more, basically for your trouble to travel to this location, if you want the job. So that's something I'm picking up. Now, other card that came out is college university. Now, for some of you, you may be going back to school. If you got laid off, unemployed, you may be like, you know what, I'm going back to school. Now, some of you might decide to work a side job while you're going back to school at a fast food restaurant. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Funny thing is, your family's asking you for money. So you may have a family member asking you for money in the month of January. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Now, something just said to me, that family member asking you for money, it could be because of the child expense. They may be the one who has the child. And let's say you're like the uncle or the aunt or the grandfather or grandmother or sister, but not sister, but you know what I'm saying, cousin, whatever. Some type of family member may be having an issue with their child, and there was something that costs money. They may come asking you for money to help pay for this child expense. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Under child expense is moving. So some of you might be moving. Some of you could be moving for a college university. Others of you, going back to what I was saying earlier, I feel like it's a location thing. Some of you may be moving for this promotion or raise. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Let me take a few tarot cards just to add some color on this, and then we'll see what we get. May I have the money energy for Gemini for January? Money energy for Gemini for January. Money energy for Gemini for January. Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? Can we clarify the cards on the table? Also, the college university, that could be the family member asking for money too. Because it's like one of your relatives, they don't have much money because they're in college. They might ask you for money. So keep that in mind too. Clarifying the cards on the table. Thank you. Some of you are going to say no to people asking you for money. You're going to block them. Thank you. Others of you, I feel like you're just too busy with certain things to entertain stuff or to entertain certain things. You're in your head about stuff. With King of Swords and the Two of Swords, this is a lot of air energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Which Gemini, King of Swords is your energy. But this is a lot of thoughts and communication. Whatever's going on in your life or what will be happening in January, it will have you separating the wheat from the tare. The Chariot fell down in the reverse. So with that, I honestly feel for some of you, you're trying to make a decision on something, but you don't know what to do. This could also be related to that moving, that location situation I was telling you about the promotion and raise. With the Chariot reverse, I feel like you don't want to do it. I feel like you don't want to make that drive every morning, which might be why you will have to move instead of driving from your current location to the new location. Let me see here. Anything else? Thank you. Yeah, working with groups. 3 of Pentacles. Again, that's a promotion card as well, a raise card. It's about also being recognized for the work that you're doing. Also, it can be a contract card, which can be related to moving, signing leases, doing stuff like that. Okay, that's way too many. I'm going to take them. Fine. So, 7 of Wands, standing your ground, standing by your beliefs. Some of you might try to renegotiate. You're like, no, I don't want this offer, but if you give me this, I'll do it. Let me see what these 3 cards are. 8 of Pentacles, work. The Emperor, boss. 5 of Pentacles, feeling left out. And it's interesting, the 8 of Pentacles minus the 5 of Pentacles is the 3 of Pentacles. So for this, I feel like the offer, you don't feel that it's enough based off of what you have to do. You feel like you should have more, and you're telling them you want more. Let me see what else is going on. Anything else? Okay, I did not mean to do that, but whatever. The Lover's reversed. Yeah. Making a decision. Gemini energy. You're like, no. You're not making, it's a thing of not making a decision and not really wanting it. And I feel like you're going to make it clear you don't want it unless they change the offer. Whoa, those flew off to the side. Okay, give me a second. I got to get down and pick them up. See what we got. Interesting, the Moon reversed. So that's seeing something clearly. And then the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. So, yeah, seeing something clearly. I honestly feel wish fulfillment. So, this is something where I believe they're going to make the offer that you actually want. What is this? High Priestess. Silence. Some of you might have to wait. Like, you may have the conversation with them and giving them your counter offer. They might tell you, okay, give us some time, let's see what we can do. Where you're telling them, okay, this is what I want. Where you know what you want and you're telling them what you want, and they may say, okay, we need for you to wait. But they're going to bring you what you eventually, they're going to give you eventually what you asked for with the Knight of Pentacles. It's just going to be slow. So there may be some haggling back and forth, but eventually it'll come in. With the Knight of Pentacles, it's just going to come in slow. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the Death card. So that's transformation, that's a new beginning. Whatever this is, I feel like you're going to have a new beginning wherever you go. This could be at the job, and I feel like this is definitely job related, or it could be something involving college, in university. But I really feel it's all centered around this promotion and raise. Whatever this offer is they make to you, you want more. And I'm going to title this, You Want a Better Offer, because that's what this is saying. And it took you a while to come figure out what you wanted, but once you did, you made it clear. And then they're like, okay, well, let us think about it. And then they take a while, and then finally they're like, okay, fine, we're going to give you what you want. So, yeah, that is your message. KIRWKC.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Till next time, be blessed.